Hey everybody, this is Joseph Pasek and welcome to the Fired Up Network. Welcome to the Pwhl Over the Glass Olympic Edition. And welcome to the one and only Digit Murphy. We haven't done this in a little while, so let me see if I remember what we're doing. But I get fired up here. We are back here. I wanted you on for the gold medal game between Canada and America. You want to sing American
Boo
National Anthem?
Canada. Boo
Boo
Canada.
America, and boo worse to the president of your country, who, by the way, today he announces, I don't know if you want this guy, Mr. Orange, I don't know where he comes up. Every day he wakes up and says, oh, March 1st, we're not going to allow nobody in our country. If you're not American, you're not allowed in. Well, you know what?
I don't get it. I'm coming to Canada. Anyone want to sponsor my visa? Actually, you're going to die. I have Canadian blood, believe it or not. My great grandmother came from Canada, New Brunswick. I'm coming up to Canada.
Wait a minute. Hold on 1 second. Do not
Yeah.
tell me I'm going to die. All right. That's number one. Okay. Number two, I have aches and pains all over. Number two, even if you weren't having
You're not
blood,
dying.
even if you did not have blood in your veins or whatever, you're related. You're going to be related to the president of the provinces of Canada, the mayor-elect of North America, and soon to run for the mayorship of Malaysia. All right. So, look,
here we go.
Yeah. Well, Malaysia.
Oh, man,
okay,
Joe, you're out of your mind.
Yeah. Well, thank you. I'm not out of my mind more than your president. Barring March 1st. What's wrong with? Never mind. All right. So now
let's talk hockey.
I'm talking hockey. I got you on here for the gold medal game between Team USA and Team Canada. And by the way, 5 years ago, it was Canada's nation and Canada's game and all that. They have lost, 8, 9 in a row to Team USA. But this one was the worst. I'm going to say this one was the worst because I came on here and speak to our friend, Taylor Woods and all that. For Canada to win, they have to play a sleepy game. They have to play dump and chase, score the first goal, and then hold it like soccer. You know, when in soccer, you lead 1-0.
Who said that? Who said that? No.
I said that yesterday on the phone to Taylor Woods, who couldn't join us today because she's upset. She's very upset that Harvey from the USA and from Team Canada, somebody else broke up. Imagine that. You break up during the gold medal game. Never mind. All right. She's very upset at that.
No, but then you have Hillary Knight, who's engaged or whatever she's doing, proposing to some speed skater, the speed skater lady. They had that too. There's lots of things going on in women's sports.
Now, thank you for reminding me that there's only one speed skater in my life, okay? And that is Jake Paul's wife. All right, Jake Paul, who just got married and all that. And this Norwegian lady, she captured the gold medal, and boy, she maybe
like her.
No,
you
like
her
is not liking. No, there's like, and then there's really like, and then there's loving, and then there's
all right. This is getting out of control. Out of control.
So anyways, get back to hockey here. All right. I told everybody,
please.
If they're going to win, if Canada's going to win, I'm the president of the province of Canada, we have to play a sleepy game. Get a lucky goal and then hold on.
Wow.
Our goaltender's going to be gonna. And we held on. They were listening to me. Very good. For 58 minutes. For 58 freaking minutes.
Let's just back off, Barbie. Okay. Number one, from the get, we knew that we were going to win. It was just a matter of time. The problem was that we're young, very young, and we played a little bit like deer in the headlights. But the ice was tilted. I know that Canada came out first period. They played pretty well. They got the little, that was the second period that they got the goal, right?
Short-handed.
But the first period, I know, short-handed. That's like one effort of one great Cornell player, by the way. Kristen O'Neill graduated from my alma mater. Good for her.
No wonder we lost.
But that's one that Stacy made that play. Okay, Stacy makes the play. O'Neill has to score. Boom, you're up 1-0. But the rest of the game was freaking Snoresville. I'm sorry. Like,
what did I say?
USA, yeah, you're right. But that you're right. That was how they had to play. But U.S., we should have crushed them. It should have been 5-1. 5-1. We were lucky. It's embarrassing.
Here's the problem I had with it also, okay? Hillary Knight came up big, okay? You expecting her to come up big, okay? Now, I love this name. You know what name I'm going?
Manipulate.
And Laura Stacey are, an item and everything like that. So Laura Stacey played great today. Played great. But where is Captain Canada, Captain Clutch, everything? Where was she? Every game she scored a goal and she affected in overtime. She had a chance and all that.
Nope. The coach. I blame both coaches. Number one, on both ends. Number one, the fact that Robo couldn't grab that game and take control of it and bring it down to a nail biter for USA. It was embarrassing watching USA almost lose that game. That's number one. Number two, Troy. I'm sorry, Troy, but your time is over. The team was stale. I think that, I like what Canada's done over the past few years, but recently, no. You got to develop the younger players. Okay, number one. Number two, the line combinations were terrible, in my opinion. Put Stacey and Pwhl together. Are you crazy? They're good. They score goals. Why would you break them up? This is my
point. This is you're stealing at least give me something here, okay? You're stealing.
I don't know. We're just thinking the same way. Maybe it's obvious to everyone.
So wait a minute. No, I don't know if it's obvious to everyone, but anyways, if you're involved in ladies hockey, okay, and you're Canada, you're America, you're a big team. You're not like some lady who had to go to China to prove that she could coach in the league, right? I don't know who that is. And I got too many concussions. But look, let me tell you, shouldn't there be a lady coach in Canada? Isn't there one lady coach in the country of Canada?
There are a lot of lady coaches in a lot of countries, and you took the words out of my mouth. Go to LinkedIn, looked at my post today. There was Mr. Swiss and Mr. Sweden on the bench coaching the players. There was Mr. Canada and Mr. USA coaching the players. Here's the problem, Joe. The women want to be coached by men. This is half of the problem. Don't ask me why, but they do. And for whatever reason, they think men are smarter until they actually want to coach, and then we're in another situation. But listen, man or woman, whoever was making those calls on the bench today was something that I just wasn't happy with. I wasn't happy with this coaching today. I thought it could have been better. That's it.
And here it is. I don't want to say this because I'm going to start trouble. And I never start trouble.
You never start
trouble. But I am the president of the provinces of Canada. Okay. And this is more for the men's team because the ladies team, I do believe this. But in the men's side, there's 22 players or 55 players and coaches and all this. Are there any black? We're a very diverse country in Canada, We're a very diverse country, okay? But in the men's side, where if we don't win the gold, there's an accusation and and we got to go to the judge and we may got to change skates and then we got to change and where is
the diversity? You don't have to say black. Where's the diversity in hockey?
Exactly. So are you telling me in the country of Canada, let's say 40 million people, there is not one diverse, I'm not going to say, diverse person who can actually is a star, maybe a superstar. They took the best of the best, and there's not one person, come on.
Of color. There's not one person of color. Yeah.
Exactly.
On the lady side, they do.
I'm gonna say this, okay? Despite her press commercials and despite her anti-aging,
she's a good player.
Good player. My daughter, who's 18 years old, is a much better player than her. Okay, and she and Digit, you pull out the calculator. Isn't she the one who's making the most money in the PWHL?
Mm-hmm. I don't know. Okay, that league. I don't know a lot. I don't know a lot about the salaries in that league. They keep them very hush hush. Maybe they report on them in Canada, but they don't report on them here.
Since SN, not Sportsnet, but SN
Mm.
she's very fond of the president of the provinces of Canada. I have to hang up. I have to hang up. Since I'm the president, I looked at it. If she's not the top, she's in the top three.
Okay.
Is she worth being in the top three? You're saying she's a good player, okay, but she's not worth being in the top three. All right,
I mean,
where was she today?
I,
Sarah Nurse, gold medal game. Where was
I'll
she?
I'll tell you, there were very few of the top names. Like besides for Hillary Knight, who scored the goal, there were very few, and Stacy. Like the people that stood out to me on Team Canada were Stacy,
And the
uh,
goalie.
Fillier, and the goalie. Like the
Yeah,
rest, they could have been interchangeable. Fillier had a couple of really great opportunities. I think Stacy was. I think Stacy's the heart and soul of that team. Without Pwhl, like if Pwhl hasn't been there, but Stacy really works hard, blocking shots. I think she, in my mind, besides for Debian, if they won, could have been a difference maker. But then on the U.S. side, they just have so many weapons. Layla Edwards, really great player, young. I thought she was. She didn't play the greatest game, but she made it up at the end with that rocket. Her shot is just ridiculous. But she's still, I think, in my opinion, she's still young. She's still getting used to the speed of the game. When you play Canada, you got to play fast. And I think at the beginning of the game, they didn't play as fast as they could have USA because those guys, they can tic-tac-toe that puck around. Like they pass really well. So when I was saying I was embarrassed when we didn't score a goal until 2 minutes in the game because I'm sorry, we are freaking good. We have firepower, we have youth, we have D, we have goaltending. I mean, either of those goalies, Phillips, or Franco, in my opinion, could have beat Canada. So I think Canada's got to reload. And I think the first thing they have to do is fire their coach. I hate to say it, but they need new blood. They need a new attitude. They need
to go younger. And they need to get younger.
100%. But they're not going to go younger. They're not because they haven't made the separation between the Olympics and the PWHL. It's too intermingled.
And they're not going to. That's the problem.
Well, because they're double dipping with the money, right?
Exactly.
First of all, they double dip with the money. And I don't think you should be able to do that anymore. You used to be able to have an Olympic and a CWHL or a PHF experience because you weren't getting paid as much. Now with the salaries up that much, what they should do is anyone making up a higher amount of salary should not get paid by Hockey Canada. They should supplement the salaries of those lower end younger players if they want to do it. But there's a better way than having winner take all and the elites take all. Because look they didn't show up at the Olympics. Why should they? They don't have to. They still make money.
So let's get to there was another game today, bronze medal game, and we got to touch on
great game.
Every year, I don't care if it's the last 20 years, and it's going to be another 20 years. Okay, I'm going to tell you this: for ladies hockey, it's going to be America and Canada, gold medal, silver medal, and maybe 1 year fluking out they win the bronze. Okay, but another game, and all these games in the Olympic, the men's side. 3 of the 4 quarterfinals overtime, nail biters. Today, the bronze medal game, nail biter overtime. Switzerland and Sweden, and of course, we just touched on Canada, America, again, overtime. The hockey, even though it was a sleepy game, Canada, America, can't be any better, in the quarterfinals and hopefully continue on tomorrow in the semi and the gold medal game. What did you think of the overall? Because it's always been Canada and America, and now we've got Switzerland, Sweden playing a good game also.
I think I watched that game, and I was so impressed with Switzerland. I really was. I mean, Sweden has always been a power in women's hockey since the 90s, really, since 1998. Back when Maria Ruth and Erica Holst used to play, those guys, right? And Erica actually is going to take over the bench for Sweden. Thank God. Next Olympic cycle. But I thought they were good. I'm disappointed that we have to do Sweden's rebuilding. If Sweden, Finland, those 2 teams were good, and believe it or not, China was good in the 2000s. Okay. If those programs had continued to evolve, we wouldn't have to be thinking only US and Canada. The problem has been there hasn't been consistent revenue or interest or exposure, whatever it's been over the last 25 years to consistently build the talent up. You shouldn't have to go up and then down and up and then down. I will say something, and I said it in one of my LinkedIn posts. Everyone should go follow me on LinkedIn. I'm like freaking going off these days on
What
LinkedIn.
is it? Tell everybody who will follow it on LinkedIn.
It's just Digit Murphy in LinkedIn, like Digit Murphy, everything. So the problem is that the U.S. is literally through Title IX and all these sports, they're populating the planet with athletes because Title IX is a law that says women have equal access to sports, okay, to the law. If we had similar laws and policies across Europe, across Asia, across Canada, then more women would have access to opportunities. So basically, even the PWHL, look at how many people are coming from Switzerland. We are a nation, or North America is now subsidizing the rest of the world. It should not be like that, right? If the other countries would step in and step up, which apparently Switzerland has, because they do have some really good talent. I was very impressed with the way they played.
Yeah.
I think that women's hockey could take another turn for the better. Okay. Finland, total disappointment in my mind, because they should have been in the game. Czechia is better now. Okay. And I don't know, like if you look at someone like Sarah Niemi, who played for me, was one of my coaches in China. Like, she was an Olympian. She played at Duluth. She should be the coach, just like Erica Hielst, right? And I don't know what it is that they're not growing the sport in those Nordic countries. Norway should be good, right? Yeah. Germany should be better.
So I'm going to bring up a question here, because they talk about, especially in the men's game, the best of the best and the best of. How could this be the best of the best when the best team is not even allowed to play? Imagine if they had a team in, let's say, Russia. Or the team USSR, or whatever they want to call it, right? They don't. Why don't they have? Fine, you want to block them from men, but let them have a ladies team. Is Russia good in ladies hockey?
They were good. They were good in Pyeongchang, or when was the last Olympics they played in? Maybe the one before that. Yeah. I remember that they had been building their program, I want to say 2006 or something like that. And then 10 years later, just 10 years later, I think they were number 4. And then all hell broke loose with Putin and all those problems that they had. And they blocked them from the Olympics and became political, which, quite frankly, Joe, it's very sad, that whole political climate has been part of a sports culture. And it shouldn't be like that. Everyone should be able to play, everyone, no matter what. And I know that, people use sports as a platform, and I don't believe in it. I think we should all be playing, get along.
You're going to bar them from playing. Like enough is enough. 1 Olympics, 2 Olympics, 3 Olympics. I think this is the 4th Olympics, 3rd or 4th Olympics that they're barring them, and they're not in the World Cup of soccer. World Cup soccer. We're going to talk, or football, like they call it. It's called the World Cup. Is Russia not part of the world?
I think part of it is that people are. I feel bad for the citizens that are being punished, right? And I actually feel it now with the way that our country is being administered, right? Imagine if they were like, well, we don't like Trump, you can't play in the Olympics. Like, how about that? Like, that's never going to happen because, we have so much money and power and influence. But I know how it feels to have a leader that is someone that, we have free speech here now, right? And I don't agree with a lot of the policies they have, but I know how the Russian people feel. Like, I don't know if the Russian people are bad people because their leadership is doing that. I feel bad. I feel for them. I mean, what am I going to say?
All right.
It's hard. It's a hard problem to solve.
I'm solving it right now. I'm the president of the province.
You're the president.
Yes, I'm the president of the province of Canada. Disuda means come here. All right. See, I know Russian. Okay. Disuda mean
you better watch out. If you're in the U.S., they might take you, and ICE might take you.
ICE? No. Me and Bad Bunny. Hey, come on. All right.
Oh, okay, Bad Bunny.
So we're talking about ladies hockey here, and we're going to close it out soon. But let's take, I don't know, we're in 2026 now. 2030, 2034 in Salt Lake, Utah, and US, okay? How do you grow the game? This is, and I'm not sugarcoating. I always say equivalent to Don Cherry, but Digit Murphy is, and I have a major announcement about this coming up soon. But you're equivalent to Don Cherry. You can grow the game in China. You can grow the game in Russia. You could grow the game in New Mexico. You could grow the game in Dominican Republic. Oh yeah, man. All right. So come on. Where do you see the game, or how do you grow the game in the next 8 years? Let's say by U.S. Olympics 2034. How do you grow the game?
I mean, I honestly think you need a bump from all the NHL teams if you really wanted to grow it. I mean, I think the communities need more rinks in the United States, and I don't mind the United States growing it for everyone if we have the most resources. But I think it starts with more arenas, more access, and if you don't have ice, you can't grow the game. It's that simple. So when you are not growing the game in these European countries or these Asian countries, a lot is just access to resources. So the only way you're going to grow the game is have access to resources. And these smaller countries, they just don't have enough players to be good enough. Like they don't have enough numbers. And that's why you see the US and Canada just, running away with it, because they've got, I don't know, 100,000 in the United States and who knows how many, another 100,000 in Canada. Like women are playing hockey in these two countries, and they're the ones that are populating the planet. And that's why every year you see US and Canada. That's it.
All
That's
right.
the only way.
Two final questions here on PWHL over the last Olympic edition. All right. Talk about the PWHL. Have you followed it? Are you following it, or do you not care?
Oh no, I follow it. Nope, I follow it. I follow it very closely. I keep my eye on it. What do you want to know?
So who's going to win the President of the Provinces of Canada, Joe Pasek Cup, known as the Walter?
This year? Well, Boston right now looks pretty hardy, but I like Minnesota. Like they just have really good players. I don't want to see them win again because I hate to see the same team win over and over again. But I think Boston, I think those franchises out west, they're still kind of getting their act together. I mean, that's a hard thing to build a franchise out there, and there's so much travel for those two teams. I mean, I'm not a big fan. I mean, of having that travel schedule is really hard on players. I think they could have done a better job announcing closer, like a Detroit or a Chicago, and keeping the travel a little. I think that was a tough one. I also think that the PWHL is doing really well in Canada. They're not doing well in the US, no matter how many times you want to force it down our throats. We don't watch hockey as much as Canada does. We do in Minnesota. We do in some of these obscure places. But in order to sustain the audiences over and over and over again for as many games as it takes to make a profit, I think that's what we're fighting against. So we've got to build, I think, more teams in more diverse locations, to your point, and maybe they have to be in different style arenas, different style communities. And I don't think the PWHL is thinking outside the box. I think they're taking the male model, putting ourselves on top of it and thinking it's going to work. And, I mean, it'll work as long as Mark Walter wants to fund it, because I don't think he's making money at all with this venture of his.
Another question. How long can he fund it for? I know he's
probably funded for the rest of his life. I mean, that's the beauty of it. But to depend on that as your revenue driver, I think is tough. But hey, if it works, it works. But I think there are other ways that we can actually build them in our own community. And actually, there's all this private equity money around. I think people should, if they cared about hockey, they should be building more rinks, more access to opportunity.
So final question, I have to do this. All right, tomorrow 10:40. I know where I'm going to be in front of my new 70. You got to come here. New 75-inch TV, like amazing. All right, I'm going to watch Team Canada, Finland, and then at 3:10 p.m. I'm not going to watch Team USA because they made a mistake from the beginning. I'm telling you right now. Look, I'm telling you.
What?
Who scored the overtime goal yesterday for Team Canada?
I don't even know. I didn't even watch the game.
Mitch Marner. All right.
Oh yes, your guy.
Wait a minute.
Our guy.
Hold on. Austin Matthews is now the captain of.
I knew you were gonna say. I knew it was gonna come back to the Leafs.
So wait a minute. Mitch Marner already proved he scored an overtime goal. Okay, Austin Matthews, he has proved that he's a good passer. He has proved that he has a good mustache. If you want to go to porno, he has proved that he's making $15 million. That $14 million should go to my pocket for him, since I'm the president of the province of Canada. All right, what has he proved so far in his? I don't know what you want to call it, international career, in his game career, like where you can win championships, losing in round one, winning in one round, but losing the second round, loser. And you know what this means?
He's taking that onto USA.
USA is going to win tomorrow. Beat like Slovakia. Come on. If CBC had his way, it's Canada, America, like it was today, and Canada put up a good fight, even though they lost in overtime to the US, and USA is better than Canada, finally, after 10, 15 years. Now, USA, Canada, I don't want to dismiss Finland, because Canada is going to win, but it's going to be a nail biter there also. Guess who may score for Canada? It may be Mitchell Marner again. Okay, so I'm saying Canada goes to the gold medal game. Sunday's gold medal game is at 8:10 a.m. 8:10 a.m. So you're American, eh? I think you're American, even though you can't even have dual citizenships now, because Mr. Orange said, no, you got to pick a country, either U.S. or Bangladesh. All right? You can't pick anything else. That's what Mr. Orange said. But, okay, USA plays Slovakia, and Sapkovsky has been amazing for Slovakia in this Olympics. But what do you say for tomorrow's game? Let's give a preview of Canada and US game.
I mean, you got to have, like you say, Canada's going to beat Finland. It's going to be close. Like you said, nail biter, maybe overtime. I think the US is going to, I think they're going to struggle just because it's tough. I mean, I know Slovakia is Slovakia, but I say a 4-2, empty net goal. But
by Austin Matthews.
Well, maybe by him, but I like the youth that they have. I like Hughes. I like the Hughes boys. You know, I love Jack Eichel. I think he's good. I mean, ever since he left to go to Vegas, I've been a fan. You know, I don't know who's going to play. I hope Hellebuck plays, but who knows? Maybe they
he will play.
He's unbelievable.
And just a note, and Sidney Crosby, he has a slight MCL, but I don't think he'll play tomorrow.
He won't play.
If it's going to play in the gold, he'll play with one leg in the gold medal game. Medal game, he will play with 1 foot. And knowing Sidney Crosby, since he's clutch, he'll have one more goal than Austin Matthews. Put it that
way. I think that, like I said, US 4-2, Canada 3-2, overtime maybe, but I can't wait. I want US Canada. I think it will be a rematch of the Four Nations or whatever Canada it was.
In the gold medal this weekend, we got to find some time to do a show and do a bet there. Okay, because I know you're American, and I'm Canadian, and Canada. Since this, I'll put it like a circle here. Yes, okay, yes, I'm gonna bow down to you. America beat Canada. All right,
finally,
medal, but we captured silver. All right, so there. Right. Now, since I'm in charge of free trade and all that, so I, the president of the province of Canada, would rather take a gold medal male than a gold medal female. Now, you're a lady. Is that an insult to you, or am I right?
Whatever
I'm
you
right.
think,
You're looking
whatever you think. You're right, Joe. You're right. You're the president of the province of Canada. How can you not be wrong?
So
and I'm on a Canadian show.
Mr. Orange, I talked to him. He wants us to be the 11th province of America or whatever. I got news for you. We got more than 11 provinces. All right. So number one. Number two, he already said you're going to be called Canada, North America, not Canada, Canada. We're Canada, North America. Secondly, and I'm going to say this, is there any player better in the Olympics than Malcolm Celebrini, who's 19 years
Oh,
old.
he's unbelievable.
19 years old.
He was unbelievable. I mean,
And you
that
talk about
guy.
Jordan Binnington also coming up
Yeah,
again huge.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, I'm looking forward to the men now that the women are over. I didn't watch the men as much in the quarterfinals, and I'm sorry, in the round robin because
Yeah.
of the times, right? But now I'm going to start watching diligently. So go USA, bad
And
for
what you
Canada,
say
boo
here,
Canada.
Taylor wants me to ask you, you picked the Maple Leafs to win the Stanley Cup this year?
Never,
That,
never, never.
Taylor said to ask her about the Maple Leafs. So there you
Oh,
go.
yeah, that's what I mean. The Maple Leafs. Who knows if they're going to get out of round one again?
They're not even making the playoffs.
That's what I'm saying. Or you think they won't
Playoffs.
make the playoffs? They got to make the playoffs. Come on.
No, they're 8 points back.
Wow. Second
All
half.
right.
Second half.
So, Digit, here's an announcement we're going to make. Hopefully, I get your okay with it because I never got the okay yet. Digit Murphy has accepted to join the Fired Up and Fem Network. She's going to do, at least one to two shows a week and everything about hockey. We'll put it up on our Roku channel. By the way, check out the Roku channel, everything like that. Special thank you to Angie for helping me with that. But what can people expect from the Digit Murphy show on Fired Up?
Yeah, it's really going to be a combination of talking hockey, but also just talking women's sports. It's going to be talking potentially basketball. We've got pro teams coming up. We've got pro soccer. Just kind of giving everyone my take from a women's perspective, someone that's been in women's sports for, over 30 years, coaching, recruiting. We're going to have guests or, I'll just do a take. I might have Joe there or Taylor or, some of my buddies that coach in the States or in Canada and just really talk women's sports. I don't think enough people do it. And hey, why not? I love the Fired Up Network. I'm always fired up, people. I'm a fire sign. It's the year of the fire horse in China. So let's go. Fired up.
God, thank God you're not like a fire hydrant because something,
No, I'm not a fire hydrant.
But I'm going to ask you one other thing.
Oh my God, one more thing.
Since I don't have time, I'm doing so many things. I'm the president of the province of Canada. I need a lady. With all your expertise and bringing ladies and all that, every show, you're going to tell me who you have on here. And 30 and above, okay? That's 30 and above, blonde hair, blue eyes, and, good mountains and everything like that. But that's my criteria.
Right. You cannot be having a sexist attitude. Or
I'm not a sexist attitude. I'll prove that I'm not a sexist attitude.
What you just said.
No, I'm not a sexist attitude here. I'm going to show you.
You just said it.
No, I'm going to show you, okay? You see my hair? Definitely 100% better than Sarah Nurse. And I don't
better. Your hair's looking good, Joe. I was gonna comment on your hair.
And you know what, I'm losing weight. I'm down to.
Are you on the shot? Are you on the shot?
No, that shot is that you're talking about Oympics. By the way, if you guys want to sponsor, you're more than welcome. But that kills you. That stuff kills you. I know two guys who took it, and I'm being very, very serious. One guy's still in the hospital right now. He can't, go to the toilet properly. All right, and another guy, he's taken it, and he's did the opposite. He started at a 160. He wanted to lose 12
pounds. It's on TV all the time.
Yeah, well, so is CM Punk. And now you're going to say, who is he? Come on. So is Jake Paul. Come on. Who is? Never mind. So, look, don't take Ozempic. I don't care if it's on TV.
I was just asking if you're around the shot. A lot of people take it. That's why.
And by the way, I got to say this. Netflix, if you're watching, this is the best two combination here. President and vice president of any country, all right? I swear to God, it's like magic. I haven't done it with you in a year, and look, all right?
It's all about the chemistry, Joe.
And by the way, Digit, if you do find me a girl, I'll propose to you.
Stop with the girl stuff. You have to just back off. Stop acting like a man. Stop acting like that.
Okay, so I'll act like a woman, okay?
Exactly. Act with empathy, kindness.
Act like a woman. Never mind.
Feel like a woman. Feel like a woman.
Oh, see,
All right.
But I'm not going
after. We're gone.
All right.
Sign
Thanks
off.
for watching.
At Digit Murphy everywhere.
At
Everywhere.
Digit Murphy everywhere. She's going to be on the Fired Up Fem Network at least once or twice a week from now on. Congratulations to Team USA for capturing the gold medal in the Olympic ladies hockey, and hopefully Canada, America, all right, in the gold medal Sunday. Didge, thanks a lot, and hopefully you have great shows like this one.
I will. Thanks, Joe.
Didge.